And that's a good film also, John Hurt, The Oxford Murders. In The Oxford Murders, someone says something that starts a chain reaction that lead to murders and children being burnt alive on a minibus. That one's got war on it. One big war in this, one big chain reaction. Monster lies certainly do start a chain reaction. Certainly can get you beaten, stabbed, shot, set on fire. And again, we're all in range of war. One big chain reaction. Russia, NATO, Ukraine, the Middle East, Israel, Iran, and the US, China, Taiwan. So one big chain reaction in play. Gas and oil wars. Don't know whether the pumps will run dry in the winter time. They keep bombing the refineries. So you can certainly take a very big hit, and when people deliberately set you up to get you boxed up, locked up, or done in, disappeared one way or another, and that's all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine. And some people have got a lot to cover up, certainly would lose a lot. That one had Oxford on it. And in the Oxford Murders, that is stated that the perfect crime is not the crime that remains unsolved, but it's the crime that is solved, but with the wrong culprit and the wrong fool guy. That one had Bluff on it. Certainly is a big monster con, a monster Bluff. One very big porcupine serial killer lie in this Norfolk, UK. That again, that is a very good film. The Oxford Murders. This man was not mad. What was so important he would risk his life for? The enigma that he would decipher is as follows. Can we know the truth? And they did just have the big Oxford debate about should people be suspicious of Islam? People certainly should be suspicious of Islam. And that one's got wife on it. Certainly can see my ex-wife, Shay Fraternal, far in Burston. Big Police Council, Doctor Who collaboration. Inspector Numbnuts Bunton, Mr. Fixer. Liar, liar, pants on fire, again no longer with us, God rest his soul. Two blatant lies from a police inspector, far bigger than Plebgate. So Norfolk Cubus, Cobbers, certainly will set you up as a Red Carmichael Dunn, Michael Sands. Sutcliffe, Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley. Fred West, Roy White and Mike Van Man, Christian B. Again, to get you boxed up, locked up, or done in, disappeared one way or another, all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder. Frames and fixes switches, monster lies, bogus diagnosis, certainly not mine. And this obviously is Morrison's. And there was murder at Morrison's at Wyndham. There was a lad who took a very big hit at the checkouts. Plenty of people who'd like to permanently check me out. And you really can take a very big hit in this Norfolk, UK, all full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats. And there was a woman here also who took a big hit with a border hopper minibus when Russian forces were at the border of Ukraine. So we're certainly all in range of war, the unexpected, when you least expect it, on a day just like today. Certainly can come as a thief in the night. Russia threatening the UK at the moment. And as always, we are only 33 miles from RAF Mildenhall and Lakenheath, big US air bases, Russian nuclear targets. Also 33 miles from Sizewell nuclear power stations. And when I was in Leningrad, Russia, I did see scale models of the UK in London, every strategic target marked. More pins in East Anglia than anywhere else, and the two big red pins, Mildenhall and Lakenheath, again Russian nuclear targets. So that is the perfect crime. The perfect crime is not the one that remains unsolved, but it's the crime that is solved with the wrong culprit and the wrong fall guy. And just behind me, right in the centre of this, by the roundabout there, was an elderly woman who took a very big hit with a Royal Mail post office lorry, fatally killed. Another elderly lady in the same location, fatally killed with a Crown Mill lorry. So you can certainly take a very big hit from the Royal Crown, all to cover up a high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And Keir Starmer did cover up the murder on the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields. He was head of Crown prosecution at the time, made that one disappear. So, as always, certainly not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex-trafficked girl on the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. And there's a fishing boat there, fishermen. Again, when you go to Hitcham, North Norfolk coast, where I was staying in a disused beach hut, for a cast for a sea bass, me and Rocky the faithful hound, walking the sands, the cliffs and the woods, happy as a sandboy, and you get stitched up as Norfolk Jack the Kipper, Sandringham serial killer. Really don't think so. And certainly no nut in a Hitcham beach hut. Again, 7 miles from Sandringham, North Norfolk coast, Sandringham stock and strangler, serial killer here. And in the ABC murders, Agatha Christie, there is a murder in a beach hut. But the man who was set up as the stock and strangler serial killer, it's not him at all. It's his aristocracy boss who is committing the murders. So no nut in a Hitcham beach hut, Sandringham stock and strangler, serial killer here, really don't think so. Their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And as always, how do I know? Little birdie told me so. The word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, loud and clear. Again, I was there, staying in a disused beach hut at Hitcham, 7 miles from Sandringham. Police around in my frame-fixed Skoda, calling for backup. Nicely setting me up as the Black Cat, copycat, Black Cat of Burston, son of Sam. Black Panther, Sandringham serial killer, I really don't think so. Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist, but as always, I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike. Not a mountain bike, but all rolled into the Black Shrouder Sandringham, just to set me up further. And the man following the woman at Norwich train station on the CCTV footage, younger than me, had a hoodie on. He was on a mountain bike, certainly wasn't me. And I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, given away free to a good home on the Burston Gisson Road, just outside of this. Gregson's Two Fishers Art Gallery. Fully on camera, Norwich City Centre. I did come out of the Forum, big library in Norwich. 8:30 when it closed, I went and had a chat with the other men and women who were homeless at the food stands by Primark and McDonald's. Bike back through Norwich Cathedral grounds, fully on camera. Up to Mousehold Heath, overlooking Norwich, where I was parked between two cameras outside the cafe. So no Peter Cook Cambridge, blonde wig, black rapist mask. No O.J. Simpson, black Sandringham serial killer gloves in my backpack. And 7 cameras, Cromer, Sheringham, Blakeney, Wells Next to the Sea, Hunstanton and Hitcham. Even the disused beach hut I used at Hitcham was fully on camera. It's right opposite the mobile holiday caravan park entrance, and all the cameras point across the road, and that's where the disused hut was I was staying in. Excuse me. And then Norwich City Centre, Norwich Cathedral, Mayfield Heath, also fully on camera. So 7 cameras versus 7 monster lies. So no Black Panther, Ritual, serial killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. No Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station. Mountain bike rapist, no Child 44. Black Wizard terrorist, Dis shoe, I really don't think so. No Blitz Limey, MPGP cop. Ex-wife killer here. And you can see this Tesco's and Morrison's, every monster lie, bogus diagnosis mixed into their big pick and mix, monster deal. Buy 1 big monster lie and get 2 free, but as always, certainly wasn't me. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. 17-year-old sex trafficked girl abused and hunted, found dead on New Year's Day. Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. And Andrew and Epstein, trafficking women, young girls, children, boys and girls through royal estates. Buckingham Palace for members of the royal family, aristocracy. Another so-called elite clients on the UK's Devil Island. I don't know how many of them would disappear into human hunter pies, satanic ritual abuse and sacrifices. No witnesses. So plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, and certainly not mine. Castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. Prince of Darkness, E.T. hybrid house, red dragons. And they certainly will pay to make you disappear. Has been a Silver Ford focused on the rains in this recently. This Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafia, the local mob. So all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, and certainly not mine. So certainly is the one. Anyhow, God bless, take care.